Chapter 5: Coal and Petroleum. There are many materials for our basic needs. Some of them are found in nature and some are made by man. Does this list include air, water, soil and minerals? Since all these are obtained from nature, they are called natural resources. You have already studied water in class 7. Is water a limitless resource? Can air, water and soil be exhausted by human activities? In the light of the availability of various resources in nature, natural resources can be broadly classified into two kinds. Inexhaustible natural resources. Sunlight and air are present in unlimited quantity in nature and cannot be exhausted by human activities. 2. Exhaustible natural resources. Exhaustible resources can be exhausted by human activities. They are present in limited amount in nature. Forests, wildlife, minerals, coal, petroleum, natural gas are examples of these resources. Assume that the eatables in the container represent the total availability of an exhaustible natural resource like coal, petroleum or natural gas. Each group may have a different consumption pattern. Are the earlier generations of any group too greedy? It may be that the earlier generations in some groups were concerned about the coming generations and left something for them. In this chapter we will learn about some exhaustible natural resources like coal, petroleum and natural gas. These were formed from the dead remains of living organisms, fossils. So, these are all known as fossil fuels. Coal is as hard as stone and is black in color. It is used in many ways. In the past, coal was used in railway to run the engine, but now it is used to cook food and is also used in thermal power plants to produce electricity. It is used in many factories as fuel. Story of coal. Where do we get coal from and how is it formed? There were dense forests on the earth about 300 million years ago in low-lying wetland areas. These forests got buried under the earth, soil, due to natural process like flooding. They were compressed because of deposited more soil over them. They sank deeper and deeper under the soil as the temperature increased. Dead plants converted into coal under high pressure and temperature. Mainly carbon present in coal. The slow process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is called carbonization. Since it was formed from the remains of vegetation, coal is also called a fossil fuel. When heated in air, coal burns and produces mainly carbon dioxide gas. Coal is processed in industry to get some useful products such as coke, coal tar and coal gas. Coke is a pure form of carbon. It contains 98% carbon like charcoal. It is a good fuel and burns without smoke. Coke is used in the manufacture of steel and in the extraction of many metals. Coal tar is a mixture of different carbon compounds. It is thick black liquid with unpleasant smell. The fractional distillation of coal tar gives many chemical substances which are used in the preparation of dyes, explosive paints, synthetics, fibers, drugs and pesticides. Interestingly, naphthalene balls used to repel moths and other insects are also obtained from coal tar. Coal gas is mainly a mixture of hydrogen, methane and carbon monoxide. It is used as a fuel in many industries situated near the coal processing plants. Petroleum. It is dark brownish to green colored viscous liquid fossil fuel. It has strong foul smell due to the presence of sulfur containing compound. It is commonly called as crude oil. Petrol and diesel are obtained from a natural resource called petroleum. The word petroleum is derived from petra, rock, and oleum, oil, as it is mined from between the rocks under earth. Do you know petroleum is formed? When the sea organisms die, their bodies sink to the bottom of the sea. With time, they get covered by the layers of sand and clay. Over millions of years, absence of air, high temperature and high pressure transformed the dead organisms into petroleum and natural gas. It shows the deposits of petroleum and natural gas. You see that the layer containing petroleum oil and gas is above that of water. Why is it so? Recall that oil and gas are lighter than water and refining of petroleum. Originally, petroleum is a mixture of many things, such as petrol, diesel, petroleum gas, paraffin wax, lubricating oils, etc. The process of separating the various constituents/fractions of petroleum is known as refining. It is carried out in a petroleum refinery. Natural gas was formed millions of years ago along with petroleum when microscopic sea plants and animals got buried under the sand and mud. These plants and animals under anaerobic conditions changed to gas. It is now being used as a fuel for transport vehicles because it is less polluting. It is a cleaner fuel. The great advantage of CNG is that it can be used directly for burning in homes and factories where it can be supplied through pipes. Such a network of pipelines exists in Vadodara, Gujarat, some parts of Delhi and other places. Natural gas is also used as a starting material for the manufacture of a number of chemicals and fertilizers. India has vast reserves of natural gas. In our country, natural gas has been found in Tripura, Rajasthan, Maharashtra and in the Krishna-Godavari Delta. Some natural resources are limited. Fossil fuels, such as coal, petroleum and natural gas cannot be created in the laboratory, as it is possible to create the natural conditions under which they are formed. Moreover, it takes thousands of years for them to be formed. You know that coal and petroleum are fossil fuels. It required the dead organisms millions of years to get converted into these fuels. On the other hand, the known reserves of these will last only a few hundred years. Moreover, burning of these fuels is a major cause of air pollution. Fossil fuels when burnt release large amount of carbon dioxide in the air. As the amount of carbon dioxide increase, it results in an increase the global temperature of the earth and leads to global warming. In India, the Petroleum Conservation Research Association (PCRA) advises people how to save petrol/diesel while driving. Their tips are: drive at a constant and moderate speed as far as possible, switch off the engine at traffic lights or at a place where you have to wait, ensure correct tire pressure, ensure regular maintenance of the vehicle.